I really am going to talk about the Matrix. So it's sort of like a red pill, blue pill kind of thing.
Will showed up way more prepared than I expected.
What?
Okay. You didn't expect him to be prepared?
I did not.
Wow.
I mean, you already said that you thought we were boring, so I mean.
No, you said you were boring. I just agreed.
Welcome to Between Sundays. I'm Beth Ortiz.
And I'm Tim Beck.
Today we're going to be inviting Will Fenton-Jones to join us to talk about, quite frankly, anything he wants. Anything.
Right.
Because it's Will Fenton-Jones, and it will be good.
He's a very likable individual, so.
Actually, I would disagree.
Oh.
But, well, he's not here yet, so we'll say
determined.
when he's here how much we like him. But I would say Will is one of the people who I know best who can talk about really how you should live your discipleship every day in different ways. So it allows each person to follow their call, but keeps that kind of moving forward element that really is a lot of what we've talked about on this, what it looks like to be an everyday disciple. So I'm really looking forward to that conversation.
Me too. But before we get there, let's have a little bit of fun. We have yet another top 10 list, the top 10 most unique things about church. Number 10, stained glass windows. What do you think? Unique?
I mean, unique, I guess, as in that's churches where you see the most of them.
Yeah.
I'm just going to say, though, some stained glass window is really weird.
Well, yeah.
I mean, like, there was
give
one
me
the
an
other day, it was just like a hand coming out of nowhere, and it was a separate piece, but it looked like it was about to, like, yanked the Holy Spirit bird out of the sky.
Yeah.
Like, so it, I'm sure it had symbolic. Also, some of it doesn't age well. So, like, sometimes, like, skin looks a little green, and then I'm not sure
Well,
if that's like
because the glass is green.
I don't think it was at the beginning.
Okay. Well, I've seen a church that had stained glass of the martyrs, and so it was always joyful to take the confirmation kids around and explain to them why there was a giant hook or something that was very torturous in the descriptions of these martyrs.
I feel really good that when I led confirmation, there's no stained glass in our church now.
Well, there you go.
I feel extra good about that.
Number 9, the thermostat is controlled by one mysterious person.
And let's be honest, we're all scared of them. Like, whoever it is, we don't even know who it is. But yet we are simultaneously terrified of them and the fact that they found out that I was the one that adjusted it.
Oh, do you like the church strangely warmed or slightly cool?
I in general like it warmer than it is.
Okay.
And in general don't pay the heat bill. So
All right, number 8, the front row is spiritually available. Physically, it's also available.
So just in every way.
It's just available.
I mean, I don't understand people who sit in the front row. Like, what do you do? There's no barrier, first of all, between you and the choir, who could be terrifying under the right circumstances, or you and the pastor, or whatever else is coming. Like, I need barriers.
If you sit in the front row, what do you hold on to when you like stand up and you've been standing for too long?
I mean, sometimes there is like that rail or whatever, like a ledge. But it's not enough. I need more distance. So in my world, it's staying available, regardless of honestly how far back that front pew is.
All right, number 7, the coffee is described as strong.
Yeah, regardless. I will agree. That is a very church thing. And I will say, as a not coffee drinker, this is a really frustrating description because I will make it and they'll be just like, oh yeah. Actually, what I hear most is that's Methodist coffee. What does that mean? Like, I don't know.
Means it's usually for coffee.
And it is a negative, right?
For coffee
or is it
connoisseurs, church coffee in general is just not good. But that might make me a coffee snob.
I think it does. Actually,
It does.
I don't. There's no mic.
That's all right. I'll claim it. I love coffee.
Tim is a coffee snob. Just FYI, don't bother making him any coffee.
Let's go have coffee and have a holy conversation.
Oh, nice,
See?
nice pivot.
Yeah. All right.
Seriously, that was a snob.
Pivot. Number 6, when someone says, "We just need young families." Yeah, we hear that a lot. Of course, every church needs young families. So.
I mean, really, but not every church is called to reach young families. Yeah. So, I mean, that would be a whole different thing is, look at who God has put around you.
For sure.
Because that is who you're called to reach. But yeah, I mean, that certainly is something.
All right, how about number 5? A clever church sign that says CH blank blank CH. What's missing? you are.
You know, like I gotta say, like we make some
That's pretty clever.
cheesy church signs, but I appreciate deeply if you are the person that manages the church sign for your local church,
Shout
especially if it is not electronic and you are still going out there like crouching underneath that thing,
Oh, yeah.
changing
Moving
that
the
out every
letters.
week. Like snaps to you. You are a dedicated disciple. But I'm down. I'm down for the kind of dad joke church sign.
My favorite one is in the summer when it says, "This church is prayer conditioned." So
I assume that actually, though, I'll be honest, when I read that, I do assume you're not air conditioned.
they just have windows.
Yeah, so that
open.
decreases,
Yeah.
whether or not I might come there on a hot day. So
All right,
maybe
number 4.
clarify.
Number 4, Vacation Bible School is a consistent rotation between a jungle, space, or construction theme. It's pretty much a given, right?
Yeah.
Those are fun.
But those are the best. There's also sometimes farm. Things with animals. Animals play.
You're right. The farm theme does creep up from time to time. So
And there was a VeggieTales theme once. That was my favorite.
that's 1999, I think.
I was the first Vacation Bible School I was the director of, and I was still in high school. So yeah, somewhere in the ballpark of 1999.
Number 3, someone saying it's not about the building. Actually, that's a pretty good thing to say, though.
That's like a terrific
I don't know
thing
if that's
to say.
unique. But,
If you say that, good for you. I don't.
but what if
again-
somebody said that, though, 45 minutes into a trustee meeting, which is literally about the building?
That's what they've been talking about?
Yeah.
Because trustees are about more than the building.
Oh, okay then.
Yeah, but I guess if you just spend 45 minutes talking about the building and you say it's not about, or it's about the thermostat and you're like, it's not about the building, then
Gotcha.
that might be kind of like that's a leap there.
All right, number 2, the phrase, "I have a quick announcement." Probably not going to be very quick.
So is that a unique thing?
I think
that
it's-
we're not
That's
truth tellers?
uniquely, yeah, maybe.
It
It
is
just means we're not concise.
it is never as quick as we think it's going to be. That
No.
is very fair, y'all. Maybe we should define quick. What is quick?
Well, I'm known to say one last quick thing, and it's never a quick. So
is it normally even one?
it's not even one or the last.
So don't feel judged by Tim if this is you,
Yeah.
because he's the worst.
Yeah. And
Just in
number
general.
1, I am the worst. Number 1, no matter what happens, budget stress, awkward meetings, a surprise sermon, there will always be snacks. That's pretty fair. Is that unique? It's unique.
I don't know that we feed other people. In other venues, when I have to make it through other things,
That's
they don't
true.
necessarily
Corporate
just feed
settings,
me.
they don't always have cookies. But
Yeah.
in church, we will always have cookies.
I want to go to the church though that the snack is beef jerky or brisket.
There you go.
That's what I would like.
Very good. Brisket. All right,
I don't
that
know
was our
about
top
that.
10.
I don't know that I'm
that
not
would be unique.
I'm not all in on this unique top 10, but we'll take it because
That's all we got, guys. We're running
Tim
out of
says he has
content.
friends, but
We're
I'm
running
not.
out of content.
No, we are not running out of content at all.
No, we're not.
I think just Tim doesn't have any friends, and so this is what he does for fun.
If you would like to be my friend, please reach out and let's have coffee.
This is not. I feel like that just goes so many ways, and so with that, we'll be so excited to have Will join us so that Tim can have a friend.
There we go.
Hey guys.
Hey, we really weren't joking about. You've got to
Oh.
start there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, this is live, by the way.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
Good to be with you guys.
Welcome
is-
to Between Sundays,
Yeah.
Oh, yes. I
where
like it.
practical discipleship is lived out in everyday life. So,
Yeah.
That's a great-
So
that's a great title.
thank you.
we know we're awesome. That was. I didn't actually come up with it, so
Yeah.
I'll just
It was
I'll
a
just take that
team
credit.
effort. So,
Well, and so we've said that you're Will Fenton-Jones, but do you want to tell us, kind of what you do and
Oh,
what you do? What's your
Right.
title and what
Yeah.
you do?
yeah. Will Fenton-Jones. I'm the director of Multicultural Ministries for both the East and West Ohio conferences of the United Methodist Church
very good.
under Connectional Ministries
I like that it kept going.
and the Ohio Episcopal area.
We've been
And it keeps
comparing
going.
titles and how
Oh,
long
yes.
they are. So
Yeah.
you're
I still don't think Will wins though.
Yeah. I don't
Yeah.
know. We'll see.
No,
Yeah. No, I think there's people that have more. So what is Multicultural Ministries?
I've been asked that question ever since I started about 9 years ago. So
So did you
I don't
make
have
an answer
a-
yet?
yeah, I have a couple answers, I think, but
Any of them good?
it's a work in progress. I would say.
That fits up perfectly with discipleship.
That is.
I'm a
yeah.
work in progress.
Right,
You know,
see?
I'm moving on towards
Perfection.
perfection. Is that the, yeah.
Have you
good.
considered how far you are from it?
Shots fired.
Yes, yes. Multicultural ministries, I talk about is really just people working with people, you know? It's like the People Fund, the People Campaign, you know, you just
The
just
human fund.
the human
from
fund.
Seinfeld.
Yeah. It's the intersection of people working with people, because anytime you get two people in the room, you're going to have cultural differences, and you know, everyone's bringing their unique perspective. When this job started in East Ohio in 2017, I think there was more of a lens or kind of a direction towards community development as being part of it. But I kind of quickly found out that, you know, we have this institution, the United Methodist Church, that it takes up space. It's sort of gravitational. So it pulls you into kind of the book of discipline responsibilities. So multicultural ministries really is Commission on Religion and Race, Church and Society, Ethnic Local Church Concerns, Native American Ministries, Christian Unity and Interreligious Relationships is kind of the major components.
Wow.
So all things racial and social justice that we're working on in Ohio.
All things.
Yes.
That's. I wish you.
It is
you
a
were-
big umbrella.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say you're probably pretty bored then. I would assume, right?
I've been very busy.
Yeah. So I think sometimes people might pigeonhole you then, or
Sure.
those departments based on kind of the areas you've just said, or the people who might match with however those different ones are. So I guess, you know, and this is discipleship is what we're talking about for everyone. How is this part of everyone's discipleship then?
Have you ever seen The Matrix?
Actually, this is gonna be a shock, y'all. I have.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Impressive.
it was what is it, like 7 hours long? Because that's what it felt like. Keanu
Maybe
Reeves.
all three together, but
Yeah.
There's
you know-
3?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Why?
4 actually.
Four,
Don't they
there's-
like
there's 4.
don't
We
they
don't
break a
recognize that.
matrix or something? Isn't that how it ends?
We'll
Like
talk-
the guy like leans over and then
Well, we don't want to be dropping any spoilers.
It's
on
very
Queen
fascinating, I
Sundays.
think, in terms of discipleship. There's some Gnostic themes and stuff that, anyway. Yeah, so Morpheus in The Matrix, trench coat, sunglasses. I didn't quite have that ensemble today, but you know, multicultural ministries affects all of us, and so folks are sometimes more aware of racism, or they're more aware of discrimination, or less aware. And so part of the work, I think, of our discipleship is to become more aware to kind of the ills of the world. There's this poem by Langston Hughes about cutting the world open and seeing what worms are eating it from the inside, you know. And so there is a sense of like, how do we discover? It's very, you know, optimistic conversation.
I was gonna say,
It's,
like, that's not gonna be a graphic we use for this web series, right?
Right.
Of like a world full of worms.
Yeah, but you know, I think we all kind of can recognize that we are moving towards perfection. We are striving to love our neighbors like ourselves. So I think that's really at the heart of multicultural ministries. Who is our neighbor? Not the person that looks like you, thinks like you, believes like you, loves like you. And so I think multicultural ministries is sort of that intersection of how do we better love our neighbors who come from different cultures or come from different experiences, have experienced discrimination, and listen to and hear those stories.
Well, how would, you know, hearing those stories help a disciple as they're having conversations with people who aren't like them? How does that help both on their journey towards perfection?
You know, for me, it's just a broader, deeper understanding of who God is. You know,
Okay.
talk about a matrix experience. Like you get sort of awoken to that people all over the world are created in the image of God, the Imago Dei. So there's some like deep theological roots, I think, and that when we're interacting with someone else who comes from a different background or story, that their experience is just as valuable as my experience. Yeah, I really love the hymn. This is my song. and I actually forget if that's the actual title of it. But the one it's
I love that hymn.
it's to
That's one of my
Finlandia,
favorites.
you know.
Is
From
it a
what?
fast
Don't make me sing it.
or is
No.
it short?
I mean,
This is my song. Oh God, da, 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 da.
Oh, yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
think
yeah.
this is a real song. Does anybody know?
I don't
Is
think
this a
that's
real
what it's
song?
called.
This is, yeah. This is my no shoot. All right,
You're not. What are you doing? No. Okay. Well, so.
Tim's looking it up.
Okay,
All right.
and
Anyway,
what is the point?
I'm actually. I always valued bishops or pastors' ability to like be able to recite hymns on on the fly. But yeah, the point is, the sun shines over all of the earth of people from different lands and different backgrounds, and there are blue skies over all the earth and different people and backgrounds. So I think that song really to me speaks to kind of this idea that everyone brings their unique perspectives and stories.
Well-
Did I get the title right?
I'm not able to get on the internet, so
Oh, well.
let's just say
I mean,
yes.
I guess for right now, yes. I mean, does that make you feel better if we,
We don't
say
need
yes?
technology. There is a hymnal right back there.
Oh,
That-
okay.
that-
I'll be
You
right-
guys, no, focus.
You guys talk.
Oh my goodness, this is the problem when you people work together for too long.
Right. We're friends.
That's a book of worship.
And now Tim has learned the difference between the book of worship
Yeah.
and a hymnal.
Okay, just
Um,
keep talking.
Well, it'd be easier if you didn't keep distracting us. So, okay, well,
New
so I
prop.
hear that. What about people maybe who are open to what you're saying about listening to different cultures or connecting with people who have had different life experiences than them? But I think sometimes people are worried about saying the wrong thing or being accidentally offensive because they don't
Yeah.
have the right language.
Mhm.
What would you say to people who just feel like if I engage, I'm gonna either look stupid or hurt somebody's feelings without meaning to?
Yeah, you got to start somewhere. And as you asked that question, I thought of microaggressions, and these, microaggressions are these little slight assumptions that that someone else is not the normal or not the default. And I think that's what gets problematic is when we're in a relationship with others in conversation, we tend to assume like our worldview, belief structure is like the normal, the default. And so you really have to kind of put that aside and say like, boy, the world might look differently to someone else. So I think definitely start somewhere, and authenticity is probably the first place to start. Sort of being aware of your own, I don't really know, can I ask this question? And just, I'm not meaning to be offensive, but can you share with me? Is a starting place. And then I also think that story is an important piece. Like ask someone to share a story, or you share a story might be a better way to, don't treat people like a museum object or like
Right.
science
I like that
experiment or
story
something,
thing because, like, as we have these conversations, and I hear your story, you hear mine, and then we can see how God is in your story, is in mine, has been in your story, and how are then stories connected.
Yeah. I call that prevenient grace, but
Very Wesley.
Oh,
But very
oh my
Wesley.
gosh. Are we just like ticking off the like Methodist things Will has managed to say? He's brought up the book of discipline.
I still have the
Towards
quadrilateral.
perfection.
Oh, book of resolutions too.
Wait, we haven't hit the
you know.
quadrilateral yet.
Yeah, so you want to
Oh, really?
how does this overlap with the Wesleyan quadrilateral?
Is this a board of ministry interview? What's the?
You're the one that went there. Actually, Tim did, but
Well, I think experience, obviously is and we can use our reason. I was thinking about this conversation and kind of the history of multiculturalism, diversity, equity, inclusion, and belonging. And, it's nested in story, of course. It's nested in the story of the beginning of the United Methodist Church, starting with desegregation, and that being sort of a core piece of who we are, and like our Book of Discipline articles, our Constitution, Article 5 is a statement on racism. Where was I going with this? Oh, yes. So that's tradition.
It's off of the most Methodist.
Wesleyan quadrilateral. That's
Yeah.
tradition.
And you can tell I'm here with two PKs.
We have our
two pastors' kids just hanging out over there.
Yeah, our experience, tradition, and then we can reasonably talk about how we went through a civil rights movement, and that wasn't all that far past in the rearview mirror. So we can use our reason to say what things are necessary that we need to do today to correct the wrongs of the past. And then scripture, of course, I mentioned the Good Samaritan, but scripture's one of my favorite exercises to do with the church is to put the Bible on some big sheets of paper, and then participants kind of write down on sticky notes different multicultural or intercultural interactions throughout scripture, and then put them on, in Genesis or the Pentateuch, the, Psalms, or the New Testament, or the Pauline letters or something. And one, it's a great indicator of how read up the church is on their Bible. How good the Sunday school program is really, I'm just kidding. But, just seeing the outcome really is that, the Bible is full of these intercultural stories and interactions, and it's kind of where God chooses to sort of maneuver and work.
Well, what about advocacy? Like what part, because obviously I hear a lot of undertones of advocacy in your work and in the work of the church at large. Where do you see advocacy aligning with discipleship, whether it be personal or corporate?
Yeah, to me, advocacy is a product of discipleship. So, I think that we grow deeper in love for people, and we realize that there are systems or policies that are continuing to disenfranchise groups of people. So whether that's kids and like school-free lunches, whether it's our general education, any kind of modern topic, we call politics, but it's not partisan. So I think that's kind of a key distinction when we talk about advocacy. It's politics, not partisanship. But politics is conversation about how we want to live together in community. And from a discipleship Christian perspective, that's in the Lord's Prayer, thy will on earth as it is in heaven. And I think gets us to some theological ideas of what God is calling us to right here in our communities. Matthew 25, Amos 5, like all of these sort of prophetic themes throughout the Bible that call us to care for the widow and the orphan, immigrants, that, treat them as native born. So I think all of those things speak to how we want a dialogue, conversation about greater love for neighbor, as opposed to partisan me versus you or us versus them.
Those are hot button topics for some people, and they're hard conversations. But we've talked in other episodes about part of discipleship obviously involves sacrifice, and sometimes it might be sacrifice of preference or even sacrifice of opinion for the sake of like understanding more about someone that's not like them. So.
Well, and I think as far as we go as like kind of how every day for every disciple too, this is actually a point you made at the very beginning, is like you put two people in the room and you've got two different cultures.
Yeah.
And I think maybe what I hear too is we've spent too much time kind of flattening out our own kind of collective stories, and what you're highlighting is that the Bible celebrates our history, celebrates difference, and not because that's beautiful in that.
Yeah.
So we are going to wrap this section up, though certainly
We have some fun things for you, though.
Yeah.
Oh, all
Yes,
right.
we do.
Yes.
But certainly if you want to have a conversation with Will or us about this,
Yes,
we
please.
would all love to. I think you can tell Will brings a lot of passion and interest and expertise to this work. So
Expert, of course, meaning has been, and spurt, trip under pressure, or drip under pressure. Was that the?
drip under pressure.
Yeah, a spurt,
I
Is
don't
that
know.
right?
Okay.
That's a
Okay.
joke, about
Copy
experts.
references.
We don't know it. We don't know any of your jokes, sir. Okay, so we like to end these episodes a little different. So, without knowing actually that you would try and fail to quote songs correctly during this, I have for you and Tim. Neither of you have seen these. This is called Wesley or AI.
Oh.
Got it.
And so
Okay.
I have here a verse of a hymn, which is either written by Charles Wesley or AI, and you have to guess which it is.
Bring it on.
Oh, boy.
All right. Yeah. I mean, I feel like Will was born ready for this.
Yeah.
We held this specifically for you.
All right.
All right. I, my master, have denied. I afresh have crucified. Oft profaned his hallowed name. Put him to an open shame.
Charles Wesley. 100%.
Sure.
That sounds.
All right. Do you know what hymn?
No.
Well, I mean, obviously he doesn't even know the hymns he's quoting. Yes, that is Charles Wesley, Depth of Mercy.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah. One of my
Yeah.
favorites.
Yeah. I think we sang that recently
Did
at a disciples church, actually.
Oh.
Oh man, you disciples singing our. Yeah, okay. My soul doth wait in patient longing, for love no grief can overthrow. Thy mercy deeper than my wandering calls me where I fear to go.
That sounds like Charles Wesley too, Tim.
Yeah. Sounds Wesley.
Well, so does AI apparently, because
Wow.
that was written
Wow.
by
That was great.
ChatGPT.
What
Okay.
what did it have a
Yeah,
tune
what's the hymn
that went
title?
with?
No, I did not ask it for that. So yeah, no, it did. No, I'll ask it next time. That title them for you.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys are
Yeah.
1 for 2.
Yeah.
All right. Write thy law upon my nature, not by fear, but holy flame.
That's
Make obedience born of water. I think that's what, man, I have bad writing. Love the motive, Christ the aim.
That's Wesley.
I'm going to say AI.
I say Wesley.
It
It was
is-
a little on the nose.
It is AI.
Oh,
Again,
jeez.
yes.
Damn.
I don't
All right.
imagine Wesley using the word motive. I just didn't.
That was, yeah. That's,
That was
I'll,
the
I'll
tell.
let chat know your
Shoot.
feedback
Yeah.
there. Okay.
I'm terrible at this.
Jesus, lover of my soul, let me to thy bosom fly, while the nearer waters roll, while the tempest is still high.
There's a praise chorus. It's
Yeah.
called Jesus, Lover of My Soul.
Jesus, live my soul.
I
That's the lead worship.
that's
yeah,
gotta be
she
AI.
knows.
I'm saying AI.
I'm saying Wesley.
It is indeed Wesley.
Yes. I'm just gonna go Wesley for all
Okay.
this. Just-
All right. Well, there's only one more.
Oh, okay.
So that
I
feels
think
like a
we're both-
low
We're wait,
commitment.
2 for 2?
Yeah.
2 and 2?
Yeah,
two,
all right.
2 for 4.
This is
All
the
right.
tiebreaker?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is it. Jesus, confirm my heart's desire to work and speak and think for thee. Still let me guard the holy fire and still stir up thy gift in me.
AI.
No, that rings a bell. I think that's Wesley.
That is indeed Charles Wesley from O Thou Who Camest from Above.
Okay.
Oh,
Good
A hymn,
job,
I will
Will.
admit, I had never heard
Are
of.
these all in the hymnal? Are the United
Not
Methodist
this
hymnal?
one.
Not the Book of Worship hymnal. That no, I don't think that one is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but okay, a couple other things as we wrap up because we just like to throw things out,
Might
I
as
guess, for
well.
no reason. We've got 2 mailbag questions. So these
Okay.
were submitted to us.
Were they really or AI?
No,
submitted?
these are
No,
real.
these
Okay.
actually are submitted. We that's a fair point. We've used AI for different things in this, but
These are
all
for
of our
real
mailbag
humans
are for
in
real
real
humans.
Methodist
Yeah.
churches.
Going back to justice though, using AI as a water conservation,
Yeah.
Anyway,
We'll save that for another
Yeah,
conversation.
yeah.
We don't want to
sounds
be
like
judged.
future-
we'll
future
get Mary Ellen
conversation.
at the table for that
Yeah.
one
All
too.
right, that sounds like a great
Great.
conversation. All right. So, what is the biggest barrier to people walking through the door of a United Methodist building?
I'd say if the door's locked.
The door itself.
Yeah.
I
mean, that
I
is
can't tell you
unlock
how
your
many
doors.
doors I've gone to that are locked, and like especially doors that lead into the sanctuary, but that's not how people normally come in the
Yeah.
building.
Yeah.
Those are always
Mark your
locked.
entrances, unlock your doors. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Biggest
Simple.
barrier. That yeah.
Really? You're going with that too?
History of the church probably too. It's more macro.
Some people have
Idea.
wounds, deep wounds.
Yeah.
So
I would say actually for me, it's that they don't know it's United Methodist building. I think many people who don't have church experience just drive by and it never even registers what it is.
They look closed
So-
7 days or 6 days out of the week, and then maybe like 2 hours on Sunday they look active.
Oh.
Is
I
that
just
is that
no,
harsh?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that is a little harsh. Oh, yeah, that's a
that
little.
reminds me of
I
my
mean, I just think
favorite-
people only see what they engage with. So, I mean, they just drive
That's
by until
true.
we can give a reason to see it.
yeah?
People, I mean, that's just.
Programming. Like I would definitely be in a church. I'm in a church more often or not when there's like kid programming or
Yeah.
something to do, some reason to be there that gathers community.
I'm there 100% by invitation.
My
Yeah.
my
So-
favorite Van Gogh painting is called The Church at Auvers. And it's of an elderly woman walking past a real church at Auvers in France. And everything is just dark. The doors are closed. Everything looks locked up and shut down. And it does not look very inviting. So you can Google it. You can look at it and admire it.
I feel like you're getting
I got too serious.
you
there,
got too
but
serious.
I
Okay.
got to give Van Gogh a
But
shout out.
one more and then we're done. So if you could ask God one question and get an immediate answer, what would you ask?
I immediately went to what is the recipe for KFC's? No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, I feel like that's a good question.
Oh, well, I actually went to the McDonald's Szechuan sauce. You know, maybe that's why did that?
That's very specific.
Yeah,
I mean, but I guess
that's a stretch for maybe many of the viewers.
wow. I hope you feel judged
Yeah.
by Will and your lack of knowledge of Szechuan sauce.
Pop culture.
I mean, the age-old question of why do bad things happen to good people is something worth asking God, but I don't know that we would be satisfied with the
What
answer.
to ask God? Yeah.
I think I would ask, is every snowflake really actually different?
That's scientifically true, right?
I don't know.
Like,
Well, only God
I would
can
know.
tell us.
yeah, that's.
But then that would eliminate the wonder of knowing. or
No,
not
either
knowing.
way, it's pretty miraculous to me.
Yeah,
Very
definitely the why.
Why?
And let's be honest, though, nobody thought the lotto numbers for the upcoming, like,
Yeah.
we're too Methodist.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for watching this Between the Sundays.
Was I supposed to look at the camera?
You can.
I did.
You can
Right
look
there.
at any camera.
All of our friends that are
you-
watching from
yes,
home
Yeah,
or on their phones.
it's been great to be with you, and
Go ahead.
hi, Will's mom.
Thanks for watching.